This is rather unfortunate and unpatriotic to have come from the President of Nigeria, the outgoing President of Nigeria. If he is indeed grateful to have been given the opportunity that bettered his laws and that of his family, he wouldn't, of course, seek to destroy the system that he benefited from, the system that made him what he is, leaving the system in the most destructive nature, in shambles. How could a responsible government be making such a section that they will continue to borrow until the midnight of 28th of May? How can a responsible government, or of course, people within the corridor of power, who has the statutory constitutional obligation to serve the masses, be looting the masses to stupor? Nigeria, by this submission, is finished. We don't have any country called Nigeria again. The federal government has replied critics over the unending award of contracts and external borrowing. A few days before the expiration of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, Minister of Works and Housing Babajide Fashola declared that the administration of President Muhammad Buhari will continue to award contracts till midnight of May 2028. Fashola described as juvenile conversation questions that by critics on why the Buhari administration was still awarding contracts when it has few days to leave power. The former Lagos governor, who spoke in Akure when he flagged off construction of the 49-kilometer Akure Ato Ekiti Road, said the National Assembly has passed the budget for the administration to work. And so what? And so what? That throughout the past 8 years, you have not been doing anything or significant. Have those projects not been there? Why this sudden rush? Why this sudden rush? Execution of projects that you have almost 8 years to have implemented. It's unfortunate that Fashola should be, who is a legal uh, person, a spokesperson, should be talking in this manner. Oh, no wonder that is why Nigeria, it is what it is, that people who cannot say the truth. It is the same Fashola who said that any government who cannot fix the issue of power in 6 months is an irresponsible government. But unfortunately, he was given the minister of power after 8 years. Unfortunately, this is what we're seeing. The power sector has collapsed, and the same Fashola should know now that he is more irresponsible than ever imagined. That his own administration, he measures as 3 ministers. He was given 3 portfolios before one was taken from him. And all of these portfolios failed woefully. How can you be making such senseless submission, even at this very critical time when Nigeria is broke? Nigeria's debt profile has risen to unimaginable exponential uh, increase. And you still have the guts to make such submission. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Of course, Nigeria has become a banana island where everybody who is opportune take part of its loot, endangering the entire human species. Millions has no place to run. We have millions of Nigerians in internally displaced concentrations with no hope of returning to their ancestral homes. For those who survive anyway, millions has been, several thousand, hundreds of thousands have been killed through different circumstances. Needless to talk about the Fulani militias invasions of course, more than 67 communities within this Jaws, the North Central. Needless to talk about the Benue and the Southern Kaduna massacre or genocide. It's unfortunate. Is this a country where supposed citizens has lost their life or the right to live? And yet, the same government is bragging that they have done what is needful. They have finished their race and have completed the course for which they were called. Or could they be self-serving or serving the purpose and interest of the Nigerian masses? This is the reason why, unfortunately, Nigeria will remain where it is.